Going travelling, man. Who does not love that? You know the only thing better than going travelling? Going travelling for free.
But Jim, you can't go on holiday for free.
Well, like my friend Joe says, it's entirely possible to do it.
It's entirely possible.
It all centres around using credit cards to gain reward points, which you can in turn use to pay for your flights and hotels. Up until a few years ago, I thought all this stuff was voodoo, so I'm going to break down everything I've learned so far. So in today's video, I'm going to cover what credit cards are, how they actually make money, and how you can go away from this video and start your journey to getting a free holiday. Hello people, I'm Jim. Welcome to the channel. I'm a property investor who's documenting my journey to financial freedom from my day job. I'll be breaking down everything to do with property investing, investing in general, and getting a better grip on your personal finances. So if you're like me and want to grow your wealth, then please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so you know when I post new videos. Before I jump into this video, I need to make sure I state nothing in this video is financial advice, and you need to do your own research about the information in this video and make sure it's right for you. Now before we get into how to get free holidays, let's lay down the foundations. This all centers around credit cards. So what is a credit card? They're actually really easy to understand. It's a card which allows you to borrow money to pay for goods and services with the promise you will repay the card provider what you normally owe in the future. Now normally this has interest applied to it. Typically these card providers will set a limit on the amount you can borrow or spend on the card. It is standard practice for providers to have rules about paying the debt back, normally coming in the form of a minimum payment amount each month. You can face really high interest rates if you do not clear your outstanding balance each month. This can vary from card to card, as some have 0% interest rate periods, which might last for 18 months, and during this time you will not pay any interest, but after that period it will jump up massively. As well as 0% periods, you can also get cash back, or what we're interested in, which is rewards. At this stage, it's common knowledge that having a credit card is good for your credit score, as you're proving you can be trusted with the bank's money. Now, it's important to understand that there's a difference between a credit card issuer and a credit card network, and sometimes we get the two of them mixed up. So a credit card network works behind the scenes to make credit card transactions possible. The main purpose of the network is to control where credit cards are accepted and to facilitate the transactions between the merchants and the credit card issuers. There are three big boys when it comes to credit card networks: Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. Now a credit card issuer will work with companies like Visa and MasterCard to issue credit cards to consumers. The issuer is normally a bank or credit union that backs the card financially. So they are the ones who offer you the money to borrow. The issuer normally deals with any applications. They will set the credit limit, interest rates, and most of the rewards linked to the account. Along with this, they will pay the transactions on behalf of the cardholder and then collect payments from the cardholder down the line. So normally issuers are banks, with pretty much every big bank offering a range of credit cards. So when you bounce into Nando's for some piri-piri and you pay in your credit card, the credit card network will provide the infrastructure that helps Mr. Nando accept the electronic payments and then collects the funds from the issuer, which like we stated is normally a bank. Then down the line, the cardholder will pay the issuer back. Now there is nothing stopping you being a networker and an issuer, which is exactly what American Express are. So now we understand what a credit card is. How do networks and issuers make money? This is critical to understand if you want to be able to take full advantage of the reward benefits. But most importantly, you do not want to end up like most people who own credit cards. When it comes to credit card networks, there are one major way in which they make money, and that's by processing fees. So this is a fee which the merchant must pay to accept a credit card transaction. In the previous example at Nando's, Nando's will have to pay the credit card network a fee to accept a transaction. Generally these fees will be anywhere from 1 to 3% depending on the provider. This is the main way the networks make money. When it comes to an issuer, they make money in a few different ways. They'll be the ones who will set the interest rate, which is simply the amount of money it costs to lend money from the bank. Now these issuers set these rates and they are normally mega, with the average interest rate being around 25.3% for credit cards in the UK. So they generate a large proportion of their revenue from interest they charge to the cardholders. Not only this, they can also charge consumer fees for having their cards. This is something which American Express is well known for. Now then, how do we get on holiday for free? Well, it comes from collecting American Express membership rewards points. So what are these points? Well, according to the American Express website, they say membership reward points are our way of saying thank you every time you spend on your card. The way we see it, you've earned them, so you should be able to use them however you want. There are no limits to how many you can earn and they never expire, whether it's a new pair of headphones, a family trip away, or even your morning coffee and pastry. When we say you can use them for pretty much anything, we mean exactly that. Your rewards, your way, enjoy. So in a nutshell, you earn these rewards whenever you spend money, and you can spend them on whatever you want. Now I bet you're sat there thinking,
Well, what's in it for them, Jim?
well done, that's a really good question. The reason companies like American Express will offer these reward schemes is to make their cards more attractive to people, but they are fully aware that most people carry around credit card debt with them, with the average credit card debt per household in the UK as of November 2020 being £2,133. Like I mentioned, charging high interest fees is one of the ways in which these card issuers make money. So by offering these schemes along with big sign-up bonuses, it gets people on the hook for them to earn even more money off. But that is not going to be you, as the first rule of collecting these points is to always, and I mean always, make sure you pay your balance off full in every single month. Without fail or question, you do not want to pay a single penny of interest. The best card to go for when you're starting out is the American Express Preferred Rewards Gold Credit Card, which is a fancy gold card and will be a massive flex whenever you're out with your mates. Now thankfully for the first year this card is free, but after year one you have to pay £140 per year to use it. Now this is a really important part when it comes to signing up. You will get an introductory offer for joining. Currently you will earn 20,000 points if you spend £3,000 in the first 3 months. These welcome offers are normally a brilliant opportunity to build up lots of points in your account. However, this does not mean you should go out and spend £3,000 on whatever you want. What you need to do is put all of your normal spending on this credit card. This could range from your food shopping to your petrol or even your morning coffee. A really good tactic I found is to get one of these cards before you know you're going to be making some big purchases. For example, if you're going to be moving into a new house and need lots of furniture and decorating equipment, this could be a perfect time and put it all on this credit card. But please remember to make sure you pay off everything in full at the end of the month. Another good option might be to pay for your car insurance in full on the credit card. Now normally you receive a discount when you do this, so it's a double win for you. It is also worth mentioning at this point that if you're about to go for a big loan like a mortgage for example, I would not apply for any credit cards. It will knock down your credit score in the short term. Of course, in the long term it will improve your score, but this small knock might impact the interest rate you'll be able to potentially get, which is just not worth it, so just wait until you have done something like this before signing up for one of these. Once you've completed the first 3 months and fingers crossed you've dropped £3,000 on your day-to-day life, then you may as well keep the card until the end of the first year. During this year, just carry on to put as much of your spending on this card and then pay it off in full every month. During the course of the year, you will earn 1 point for every £1 you spend on the card, which will just keep racking up the points in your account. Also, if you do any foreign transactions or purchase flights with an airline, you will receive 2 points for every £1 spent. Another bonus which you could potentially be in line for is the renewal bonus. Now in order to get this, you need to make sure you have spent £15,000 in the previous 12 months on the card. Then, when you renew, you will get 10,000 points.
But Jim, you said year 2 costs £140.
Correct, it sure does. After my first year, I was lucky enough to have passed the 15,000 threshold, due to the fact it was the first year in my house and we had lots of big buys, but I was not going to be spending enough on the card to merit paying £140 for it. But, an even bigger but, was I did not want to lose the 10,000 points for free. So one of the cool things you can do is to get a refund for the renewal pro rata. So I renewed, and then the moment the 10,000 points hit my account, I rang American Express and cancelled. Due to the fact these points came within 1 month of the renewal, I got a full £140 refund. I know, call me Jim McGregor.
Healthy obsession with spending money, but I have a healthy obsession with making it, so it's all good.
Seriously though, this is a good option after you've finished your first year. If it's not worth renewing with a gold card, you can always downgrade to the American Express Rewards card, which is a free card, and like the gold, for every £1 you spend, you get 1 reward point. You do not get some of the nice extras like free airport lounge access, which comes with the gold, but will do as a free card. So how can you book holidays with these points? Well, you have a few different options. You can book through Amex Travel, where you can book flights and hotels there, or you can convert them into other air miles. Some of the airlines which you can convert points to are as follows: British Airways, Delta, Virgin Atlantic, Emirates, Etihad and Qantas, along with many more. With most of these airline partners, 1 member points will convert into 1 point from the airline business. You can also convert them into hotel points as well, with 1 membership point converting into 2 Hilton points and 2 membership points converting into 3 Marriott points. You can convert all of these from within your account and then log on with the provider to book your flight or hotel. Another option is to use your points to give yourself a cheeky upgrade, which might be worth doing on a long haul flight. In order to give you some context, if you have under 30,000 points, you will probably be able to get from the UK to most major cities in Europe, which if you ask me is pretty sound, as all you have to do is put all your normal spending on the credit card and you get a free holiday out of it. Now of course you could save up all your points for a few years and spend them going somewhere like the States on a major holiday. Now one of the major downsides of using American Express is that not everywhere takes them. I think it's due to the high transaction fees they charge. But an alternative you could use is the Virgin Atlantic Reward MasterCard. MasterCards are normally widely accepted everywhere. To be honest, from my experience, it tends to be smaller independent shops who do not accept American Express. So there is a standard free version of the Virgin Atlantic Reward card and the paid version, imaginatively called the Virgin Atlantic Reward Plus card. So with the basic card, for every £1 you spend, you get 0.75 Virgin points and get access to more benefits like companion flights and upgrades if you spend £20,000 in a year. With the paid card, it will cost you £160 per year, and for every £1 you spend, you get 1.5 Virgin points, but you only need to spend £10,000 to unlock the extra benefits. Also, with both cards, if you spend with Virgin Atlantic or holidays, you earn lots of extra points. Of course, you'll need to research which card is best for you based on how much money you will be spending on it. Then the question of weighing up if it's worth the fee for the points you will receive. But this is a really good option for a card that's not an American Express. There are some massive benefits to be had doing this personally, but if you're a business owner and have a decent amount of expenses, then it is 100% worth looking into business versions of these cards. Because at the end of the day, doing any of this stuff is simple and you could get some potentially mind-blowing holidays all for free, which sounds really good to me. But remember, make sure you pay off your credit card in full every single month and do not spend more than you normally do. With all that said, thanks for watching people, and do not forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel. I'll pop some resources in the description below for you to check out. And if you fancy spending more time on YouTube, check out this video I made about why you need to invest right now. Cheers.